my magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who will you be 1 year from now and what will your life be like. So this is going to be an in-depth, timeless reading for whenever you watch this 1 year from now, okay? Please be aware this is a general reading to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. And also, when I am taking a look at future energies, please note that this is merely used as a guideline to see where you will be 1 year from now. And please also be aware the future is never set in stone, because we always have the power to create our reality. Okay, so now I'm going to show you your crystals. For pile number 1, we have amethyst, for pile number 2, we have this amazonite crystal, and for pile number 3, we have citrine. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or all of them. Your intuition will always know best. If you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this amethyst crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who will you be 1 year from now and what will your life be like. So please be aware the way I'm going to do this reading is a little bit different. Since this is going to be an in-depth reading, I'm going to first do who will you be 1 year from now, lay out the cards, speak, and then in the second half of pile 1, I'm going to be looking at where your life is going to be. Okay, so you chose the card Realm Bridger. I'm going to go ahead and add your cards. But before I do, please note that this is a general reading to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. And please also be aware when we're looking into future energies, it is merely used as a guideline to see where you will be. But also note that the future is never set in stone. Okay, so now I'm going to add your cards for you. Okay, so for your cards, we have Home. I love this card. We have Journey to Wholeness. We have Gracious Receptivity. We have Sacral Chakra with Core of Creation. We have the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Materials, which is the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. We have the Four of Voices, which is the Four of Swords. Okay, my pile number 1s, now that we have your cards laid out, I see who you will be 1 year from now. So as I said in the beginning of pile number 1, I'm going to look at your actual life in the second half of my pile number 1. So please be sure to also check that out, since this is an in-depth reading. Okay, so who you will be 1 year from now. I see that you will be a lot more connected to your intuition. I mean, you even chose the purple amethyst and the Realm Bridger card. So I see you being so on point with your intuition 1 year from now. I see you just kind of being able to tell in your mind or just in your intuition, like when something is for you and something's not for you. With the Queen of Cups and Ace of Swords showing up, I feel like perhaps some of you could be clairsentient. So clairsentience is being able to feel other people's emotions, feel into other realms, feel into people's pain, feel into people's physical symptoms. Of course, it depends on the person because everyone's gifts are unique and different, but the Queen of Cups to me reminds me of like that empathic kind of energy if we're talking about gifts. But I also feel like since we have the Ace of Swords here, some of you can either hear spirit or you can kind of just know information without even knowing how you know. So I'm seeing that like you will be much more stronger in your gifts in the sense of you'll be able to feel people's hearts, and if they are a vibrational match to yours is something I'm hearing, you will be able to look into someone's eyes and see exactly who they are, who their soul is, and if they have any type of deceit, because the owl here sometimes represents wisdom or deception. So you'll be able to tell very, very much on point where your intuition is much stronger than it is right now. I also feel like some of you would be able to just naturally see into those realms, naturally be able to perhaps see auras, or perhaps your mediumship abilities come out, or it's like, you know, with this blooming flower here, it's giving me this vibe of like your intuition slowly blooming like a flower and opening up beautifully and growing and growing and growing, because we see a plant growing here. So I feel like some of you, or most of you actually, will be able to sense energies on a deeper level, will be able to pick up energies on a deeper level, will be able to intuitively pick up on things. And if you can already do that, then perhaps it's just going to grow and grow and grow as we see this blooming flower here. It's like opening your third eye, your crown chakra, and you'll be very open to those energies. On some level, it will give you a lot of wisdom. So some of you are connected to those realms where you actually do work like this. Some of you are healers, some of you are tarot readers, or perhaps it's something you start getting into later on in your life, 1 year from now. But the feeling I get here is no matter if it's done for work or for yourself, it's just like I'm seeing your abilities transform and open up even deeper, where you feel even more connected to your intuition on a deeper level. And here we see a crown, so I see this as like the spiritual realms really rewarding you in some way, really being proud of you in some way 1 year from now, of your growth through your intuition is something I'm seeing. So it's kind of like you are growing deeper into your gifts 1 year from now, and you will have really transformed a lot when it comes to your gifts. You'll really have this freedom in your wisdom. The freedom comes from the wisdom you've learned 1 year from now. And I see your future self being very in tune, dreaming things, being very on point, perhaps seeing auras, perhaps seeing into other realms, maybe even astral traveling. Well, I don't know much about astral travel, but the bird here and the realm bridger kind of reminds me of like astral travel if we put it together. And before I started your reading, I heard a plane go over. So that could be, for some of you, like astral travel or lucid dreaming or something like that, where you're very powerful in that sense. And for some of you, it is actually a sign that 1 year from now, you will be someone that travels a lot. that is kind of free in traveling the world, okay? And if you do travel the world, I kind of see a message to go where you're drawn to, because there's something about you going to countries you're drawn to and perhaps like seeing things there, finding out wisdom there, feeling very connected to that place. And I'm hearing high vibrational points on Earth, also astrocartography. I don't really know too much about astrocartography, but I know that when you put your birth chart details in there, it kind of shows you what countries are like on your sun line, your moon line, Venus line, and each thing represents a different thing. So perhaps that is something I'm seeing, but also going where you're drawn to. Like, let's say you go somewhere specific and you visit the ancient things there or museums there, and you pick up on information or wisdom being there. You get what I mean? So that's something I'm seeing. Or perhaps you've had past lives there is something I'm seeing as well. So I just see you being a lot more in tune with yourself in your emotions as well, but also the spiritual realms 1 year from now. I see you are already starting this journey right now in the present moment. It's like in the astral realms, in your dream realms, in those higher realms, you are already healing a lot and awakening to your power and your potential of how you can grow, not just in your gifts, but all aspects of your life. I see a lot of healing happening in your sleep realms. So if you ever dream about things where your emotions are being let out in your dreams, that's what's happening right now for some of you. And I kind of see you already spending times in those realms being taught, I'm hearing, from higher beings that you're connected to. For some of you, it's past life. For some of you, it is ancestors, angels, things like that. And you're kind of already awakening to this, but I see 1 year from now, from when you're watching this, you will be going through another spiritual awakening where you will have let go of a lot in terms of your emotional field. And as you do that, I see as you come to wholeness with your emotional field and you heal your heart, I see a lot of heart healing happening over the spectrum of the year to where we are 1 year from now, where it's kind of like the healing you do on yourself actually helps you go deeper into your gifts, if that makes sense. I also see your heart healing and expanding over the year. So 1 year from now, your heart will be very big. You'll see you're going to probably have more capacity to love. And if you feel like you already have a big heart, wait till 1 year from now. You're going to see the difference there. It's like even more bigger, even more expansion there. But perhaps also, like I'm hearing, you will be meeting soul family and they will be in your heart and it will be connected to who you are. That's why it's showing up in who you are 1 year from now, because it's like the people connected to your heart, your soul family that you meet over the year, 1 year from now, are going to be in your heart space, are going to be contributing to your growth, contributing to you coming to wholeness, contributing to your heart getting bigger. So I see you kind of having a community of people around you, of love is something I'm seeing, where you feel really connected to these people on a deep heart-based level. And that's who I see you will be 1 year from now. Really, really connected to your heart, really, really connected to the essence of being someone that is a lover on earth. I also see you will be feeling a lot more at home in yourself. Perhaps some of you 1 year from now move to bigger homes, move countries, because I saw a plane. Well, heard a plane. And that's who you will be 1 year from now, living in a different home or different country, but you'll be feeling at home, if that makes sense. Or perhaps you're just going to be feeling more at home in your own body and at Earth, kind of exploring Earth like your home. I also feel like these people you meet have a significance over who you will be over the next year, because they're going to bring in a lot of change for you, but they also contribute to the growth you have over the next year. And they also bring in a lot of love for you to really see what true love is in friendship, in romance, in whatever. Like, I just see a lot of blessings coming to you in the form of people, in the form of soul family energy, something I'm seeing. But I also feel like you will be at a point where you will have healed yourself, brought yourself to wholeness. As we see a lotus flower here, the lotus flower starts off as a seed in the mud, and then the mud represents the darkness, and then it grows and grows and grows into the water. The water is a representation of the healing that takes place. Okay, and then it blooms above the water into a beautiful lotus flower. And in this case, we see a pink lotus flower. So I see that as like you transforming as a person next year. Well, 1 year from now, you will be transformed and blooming as a person, and you will notice your star qualities, and you will be blooming into love, even though maybe you didn't receive that love from the beginning, but now you're going to be receiving a lot of love 1 year from now from people that feel close to your heart, is something I'm seeing. And as I said, the reason why it's showing up in who you are, because it contributes to you blooming as a person, you noticing your star qualities, by you receiving that love from not only yourself, because I feel like you'll be on a deeper self-love journey, but also that love from others. And I feel like 1 year from now, you will be a person that doesn't shame your emotions. You will be very much grown on the self-love aspect, where you really meet yourself on a deeper level, where you really comfort yourself on a deeper level with whatever you're feeling, and that brings a lot of healing and growth, is something I'm seeing. I'm also seeing the deep lessons and things you've learned contribute to your wisdom 1 year from now, and it also contributes to your growth 1 year from now, where you are a really deep person and you see things from a very deep perspective of life. And it's like you start to notice the beauty within the world, and also the beauty within yourself, within your soul, and the beauty within other people's souls as you receive that beautiful love. So that is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing a lot more blessings come in, where you are really a receptive person over the next year. You grow into a receptive person where you really are open to receiving blessings from the universe. I mean, you're literally showing up as the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is also here. So I see a lot of blessings coming in for you over the next year. And 1 year from now, you are going to be someone that not only gives generously from your heart, but also receives generously to your heart. So when people give you compliments, when people want to buy you things, when people or the universe wants to give you blessings, you're open to it and you're receptive to it. But this receptive energy also aids in you being in touch with the universe and your intuition, because when we receive information from the universe, we need to be in a receptive state. So I see this kind of connects in a way. And I see you receiving a lot of blessings, like I mentioned. Perhaps some of you are traveling, some of you are moving to bigger homes or moving countries, or that's the feeling I get here. Or you get like a lot more blessings in your career, where you have leveled up as a person in your career and you're just feeling very happy and blessed by the universe here, as we see. And it's like your growth also contributes to these blessings that come in, where you are really also inspiring others by your own growth in your career. So I just see like girl boss energy, not having to do with gender, but this feeling of you inspiring others to walk that path to success as well is something I'm seeing, because you'll be feeling very successful 1 year from now. And I'm hearing that song by Ariana Grande, Successful. So it's very beautiful, very, very beautiful. I also feel like 1 year from now, you will be in a more relaxed place, where you will feel mentally free, financially free, but also free in your own sense of you and your journey, because it's like you will feel a lot more peaceful 1 year from now. You'll feel a lot more relaxed. It's not like you're stressing as much, because these blessings that come in help you also feel free and feel stable within yourself and each aspect of your life. So I see that, and I just see a lot of you being peaceful, you taking care of yourself luxuriously. And I don't mean that in a materialistic way, but I mean in the sense of you will be financially free, where, okay, I want to go on a spa day today, I can go. I don't have to worry about paying. Like that kind of energy of being free financially, but also being free in your times. Like I'm seeing you have a lot more time to rest and to really nurture yourself and to really just be, you know what I mean? And not have to work. We have core of creation here with the sacral chakra. So perhaps some of you are going to be creating businesses, as we see an expansion here in your career. Some of you are going to be just creating more in terms of who you want to be, creating the person you want to be each day and walking that journey, as we see here. Meeting yourself on a deeper level by every day forming yourself and creating yourself into who you want to be. And I really see you blossoming as a person 1 year from now, where you're really in that state of creation. I create my reality like a canvas. Some of you are going to be more into creative things, creative ideas, projects, things like that 1 year from now. And some of you are actually going to be, take this as it resonates, maybe ready for children with the sacral chakra here. But I feel like the energy I see here, 1 year from now, you will be blooming, blossoming as a person. You will feel free. You will feel blessed by the universe. You will feel like you're being crowned by the universe, like you're the most lucky person on earth, is the feeling I get here. And also with the crown showing up here, this is probably my pile of royalty. But I always feel like this pile of royalty is kind of like blessed by the universe. Like, you're my princess, you're my prince from the universe. I want to bless you, that kind of energy. So I feel like 1 year from now, you'll feel very loved. You'll feel very much in your heart space. You'll feel whole. You'll feel seen, heard, loved. You will be someone that is receiving a lot of blessings and also creating your reality. You will also be someone that is deeply connected to your emotions and your intuition. And you may also be someone that has grown a lot 1 year from now in all aspects of your life. So that is what I see here. I'm now going to remove these cards and take a look at where you will be one life where you will be 1 year from now in your life. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove these cards, add your new cards. Okay, so for your cards of where you will be 1 year from now in your life, We have achievement with effort plus intention. I love this for you. And I did say this in the beginning part, so that's interesting that it shows up again. This is a sign for you, my pile number ones. Okay, we have twin flames, soul partner, and eternal connection. This is beautiful. Okay. We have building your world with creation, expansion, and networking. We have wings of light with becoming something new. So as I said, you will become the bloomed version of yourself. We have healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. For your tarot cards, we have the Two of Wands. I love this depiction of the Two of Wands, how she has the world in her hands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have the Justice card. And lastly, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, my pile number ones, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly where your life will be 1 year from now and how your life will be like. So I feel like, you know, as I spoke about you meeting a lot of soul family, I feel like it kind of goes with this second part of your reading. I mean, we have the Lovers showing up, but we also have twin flames showing up. So some of you will have met your twin flame 1 year from now and be with them romantically and be committed to them, as we see in the Lovers card. Whereas some of you are in twin flame separations and you will be with your twin flame 1 year from now. And some of you will be with soulmates, but it feels like such a connection where you just feel like you're very similar, but different at the same time. That's a feeling I get here. And the connection will be very harmonic, very balanced, very beautiful. And I feel like, you know, how I spoke about you meeting soul family, you will have that kind of community with people around you, but you will always also have a beautiful love that is blooming and blossoming like you, my pile number ones. So I see that very clearly. And, you know, since she's wearing a white dress here, if you are already with your twin flame, could this be taking it to the next level? Because the Lovers also represents commitment, a deep commitment. And you see how they're looking into each other's eyes with this deep love. We see an angel blessing them with a rainbow here. Rainbows to me are always like that energy of beautiful energies. I don't quite know how to explain it, but to me, rainbows always remind me of the inner child and like that magical realm. You know, when you're a kid and you watch like Care Bears and they're all on rainbows and things like that. Like maybe this person takes you to these magical realms, or it just feels like you're in a magical realm with this person as we're talking about how your life will be 1 year from now. And perhaps there could be some deeper commitment here, like you moving homes together, like we spoke about in the first half of your reading, moving homes. Perhaps you move homes together, or you move into a bigger house together, and that's like a deeper form of commitment. You buy the home together, or maybe you get married, engaged 1 year from now. There's something about a deeper sense of commitment, or you're just more in love 1 year from now, where you are deeply in tune with each other in a beautiful way. And you are building your connection up to be that, to be there You know what I mean? If that's something you want. So I do see a lot of love happening here. A lot of focus on love, your connections, your relationships, friendships over the next year, 1 year from now. Okay? In terms of the other aspects of your life, with the wings of light becoming something new, I feel like there is a lot of shifts that take place in your life 1 year from now as a result of you changing and blooming as a person. Okay? And it's like it's justice to the parts of you that needed to be healed, if that makes sense. As a result of you healing and being able to really, really heal yourself, balance yourself out, I see whatever has kept you stuck in the past is no longer going to be here 1 year from now, where it's like you've almost fluttered away from those energies. That's what I'm seeing. You've almost like fluttered away from those energies. 1 year from now, I feel like your guides have really illuminated the path ahead for you, really guided you on the path ahead, and they were very loyal to you, to your future self 1 year from now. But I'm almost seeing like the energy of like whatever kept you stuck has cleared away 1 year from now. Whatever in your life was not satisfying you, that made you not quite happy with your life, is like cleared away 1 year from now, where it's justice. Your future self has done justice to you like 1 year from now. Is what I see. So do justice to your future self by taking this as a guideline that you can be here 1 year from now if your future self is experiencing this. So I see a lot as healed 1 year from now in your life, in your own space, in your own heart, but also as a result of that healing taking place, things that felt stuck in your life are also being healed 1 year from now, where your reality has completely changed and shifted 1 year from now, where you've created more of the reality you want to live and you want to be in. And I'm seeing something to do with your North Node sign. So pay attention to your North Node sign in your birth chart that relates to destiny. Spirit is showing me the North Node. And it seems like you will be a lot more in touch with your North Node and your destiny, your fate, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So there's something about as you shift and change yourself, your life shifts and changes around you, where the challenges you once experienced are now kind of fluttering away. We're actually not fluttering away, but more so it's like the challenges you experienced, the hardships you experienced are like caterpillars now, but now they have gone into their cocoon. You didn't see them for a while, and then they transformed into butterflies, into beautiful wisdom and beautiful knowledge on how to deal with the next chapter of your life. So it's not that they fluttered away, it's more so that they've transformed as a result of you transforming yourself. And I feel like you will be in that butterfly energy as well, where 1 year from now you won't even see challenges as something bad or hard. It's like you understand how to deal with it and how to change and transform the energy and how to find solutions to the things that are bothering you. So I see you being very much in that energy 1 year from now, where a lot in your life has shifted and changed, where you've really built and created the life you want to live, and you're more in touch with your purpose. Some of you healing gifts are going to come through much bigger, as we saw, in the first half of your reading, a lot to do with your intuition, but I also feel like healing gifts will be expanding in a sense because you have healed yourself. So you've gone on the journey of healing yourself, gained that wisdom, and now you have that ability or capacity to give healing to others, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in one specific way. You can be in touch with your purpose and create something. And as long as you're putting your heart into it, that is healing itself. As we see a ballerina here, perhaps some of you are going to be going into more creative things, because we also saw that sacral chakra energy of creation over the next year. Perhaps you're getting more successful in that, or expanding your skills in that, whatever you do creatively. Or you'll be trying out new hobbies and really enjoying that, really finding success in that in your life. And it's like, perhaps in your career, it's like whatever you do, you put that healing energy into it. So, for example, let's say you're a ballerina. I know not all of you are, but like, let's say you're a dancer, and it's just an example, doesn't have to be exactly your life. I'm just using this as an example to explain the energies. And you are on stage dancing for a bunch of people, performing for a bunch of people. You've really mastered your skill. You really feel in touch with your purpose, and you know who you are, and you know what life you want to create, and you're determined to do that. You have the world in your hands, right? And you go out there on stage and you really put your heart into it, and the people that watch that, it's healing for them watching that. But for each of them, it's different in the sense of healing. Maybe one person watches that performance and wants to become a dancer themselves, but never felt confident to. Maybe you just inspired them to follow their dreams. Or one person watches that, doesn't feel confident in themselves, and sees you being confident in yourself, and then follows you on that journey. Or let's say another person watches that, didn't have a good day today, and now they watch you dance on stage and they feel brilliant after that. That is healing in itself. Or let's say you decide to create something, like you decide to create a bakery and sell cupcakes and muffins and things like that, and you really love to bake. It's something your heart is really in, and you find purpose in it. You find purpose seeing happy smiles on people's faces when they receive the yummy food, and when they eat that food that you've put love into, or the bakery kind of foods and muffins and things like that, they receive some type of healing for the day ahead, because they've eaten cupcakes or muffins or food full of love, and now their whole aura is full of love. You get what I mean? So it doesn't really matter what you are doing 1 year from now. I just see you expanding. I see you feeling like you have the whole world in your hand, where you get to create anything you want to create and build anything you want to create. And it's in line with your heart. Your heart is in it, and you are enjoying what you're doing. You're mastering your skill. You're achieving a lot 1 year from now, putting an effort to the things you want, and it's coming back to you in beautiful blessings from the universe, as we saw in the beginning of your pile. And I feel like as a result of that, you start to believe in yourself more, you start to expand more, you start to build up your career even more, build up your skill even more, and then bam, your life completely changes even after 1 year from now, where there's even more shifts and changes. So I'm seeing further than 1 year from now, where you're going to keep on expanding. It's like they're showing me a roller coaster, right? And you are at the beginning of the roller coaster, maybe now. But then you go and you go and you go, and it's a whole journey. And then you're in the middle, and then you go and go and go, and it's like they're almost showing me a journey. It's a journey. It's not just 1 year from now everything is shifted, but it's going to continue to shift and change your life for the better. It's almost like they're showing me again a butterfly that keeps transforming and gets brighter and brighter colors each time it transforms. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's going to be your life. Your life is going to keep transforming even after 1 year from now, from when you're watching this. So I really see you being in that energy of creation. I have the world in my hands. I have everything in my hands I need to create my life. Being more in touch with your purpose, your fate, having a strong love around you, transforming and shifting your life to that which gives your future self justice, to that your future self will enjoy that life. We even see here this woman wearing this coat. Maybe you will have more luxury items or be able to afford things you really enjoy. It's like the hard work you put into harvest into blessings. They're showing me a tree that has been planted, that has grown, and now we can eat those grapes of the tree. So I see whatever you've grown from now to 1 year from now, you're getting those blessings from the work you put in. I'm just seeing you feeling very fulfilled, feeling very in love, feeling very in love with your life 1 year from now. And I really feel like a lot of positive energy, my pile number ones. So that was your reading. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Amazonite crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who will you be 1 year from now and where will your life be 1 year from now. This is going to be an in-depth, timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this 1 year from now, this reading is going to be a little bit different, where I'm first going to look at your cards with who you will be 1 year from now, and then in the second half of pile 2, I will be putting new cards on where I look at your life 1 year from now. Okay, so please be aware this is a general reading, to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. And please be aware this reading for future energies is merely used as a guideline to see where you will be 1 year from now, but know that the future is not set in stone. Okay, so we chose the card vulnerability. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards now. Okay, my pile number twos. For your cards, we have luminescence, if you can hear the gardeners in the background, I apologize in advance. It seems every morning when I want to record, they want to go out and garden. Anyways, we have full spectrum. We have unique gifts. We have the sound of the universe. We have the page of emotions, which is the page of cups. We have the muse of emotions, which is the king of cups. We have the nine of emotions, which is the nine of cups. We have the moon, right opposite unique gifts. That's interesting. We have the magician. Okay, my pile number twos. Now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly who you will be 1 year from now. So as I said, the first half of pile 2, I'm first looking at who you will be 1 year from now. Then I'm going to remove these cards and add new cards to look at your actual life 1 year from now. So please make sure to watch both parts of your pile. Okay, so I see here 1 year from now, my pile number twos. The time frame from when you're watching this reading to 1 year from now is going to be very focused on your emotions and your healing journey. Okay, I see that very clearly. So if you were looking for other things, of course, we will see how your life will be 1 year from now. But I feel as we look at the timeline of the journey from now, when you're watching this, to 1 year from now, is going to be very focused on the emotional healing journey, okay? So I see a lot of you healing your heart, as we see here, healing your inner child with the Page of Cups, okay? Or some of you are healing your subconscious mind with the Moon card, okay? Some of you are healing things that happened to you from the time frame of childhood to your inner teenager, something like that. Some of you are doing some ancestral healing where the things you're healing from, your ancestors also went through and they're guiding you to heal it. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you. Take it as it resonates, or maybe it's all of this. But I mean, you even chose the Amazonite crystal. This crystal is a crystal of healing trauma. It's also a crystal of deep healing in the sense of it just helps you grow closer to your emotions and that type of vulnerability. Okay? And I think the fact that we also heard gardeners outside starting as I started your reading, perhaps like even with the idea of plants here, it's like you are trimming off the parts of yourself that you don't want, that no longer serve you, in order to have more growth and have flowers in your soul bloom, is the idea I see here. But also I'm just reading up on Amazonite. So it's said to use, it's used to treat fatigue, trauma, or anything else that may take energy away from a person. It is said to help with problems with the thyroid glands, which is by our throat. So perhaps some of you are healing your throat chakra as well, being able to speak up for yourself more, or doing some spiritual healing. Perhaps some of you go to Reiki healings over the course of the next year and align your chakras, as we see here. Or, you're doing meditations every day, focusing on healing the chakras by yourself, crystal healing, things like that. Okay, so it also says it has a gentle healing quality that is useful to nearly everyone in a general manner. It also calms the brain and the nervous system and balances the masculine and feminine energy. So perhaps this is what we're seeing 1 year from now, where you are healed, or most of the trauma is healed, okay? Most of the fatigue is healed. Most of the things that held you back before are healed. Ancestral trauma, wounds, karma, cycles healed. Inner child healed, heart healed, something along those lines. Your chakras aligned and balanced, your nervous system calm 1 year from now. That's the idea I'm seeing. So I feel here like almost the energy of you over the course of 1 year from now, you really sitting with your emotions, kind of viewing your triggers as something where it's deeply healing and it teaches you something. Your emotions teach you something, okay? So I'm seeing like as the spectrum of the year goes by, the journey of the year, it is kind of like you becoming more okay with being and sitting in your emotions and understanding and learning from each emotion, because each emotion teaches us something valuable about ourselves, okay? So I see here you're also learning from your triggers, because our triggers show us where our wound is in our heart space, okay? I kind of just see you mastering your emotions 1 year from now, where you have totally and utterly mastered your emotions. And I love that she's holding a starfish here. So the starfish to me always represents an energy of like not being able to break. Nothing can break you as you dive deep into your emotions. Nothing can break you or hurt you. Whatever has seemed to hurt you in the past you've grown from, because the starfish grows its leg back if you try to cut it off. And it's like wherever people have tried to hurt you, you actually regenerate yourself from it and heal yourself from it, but also rebirth yourself from it, is something I'm seeing 1 year from now. Where 1 year from now, you will totally understand your emotions on a deeper level, where you really understand that it's trying to show you something. Just like when we get angry, our anger is trying to show us what's not okay and where boundaries should be set. Our pain and sadness also tells us what is hurting us and where we should also draw a line. Our jealousy shows us what we want for ourselves, but we feel like we can't have it. You know, those are just examples of different emotions, but I see you being much more compassionate to yourself, meeting yourself on a deeper level, and mastering your emotions 1 year from now, where you have grown into a person that really, I feel like you're reparenting your inner child as you do this, because it's like you really sit with your emotions and you're calm with yourself, and you've learned to be vulnerable with your heart to yourself and others, and you also have learned that when you are with yourself, with your emotions, you're not abandoning yourself. It's like you can fully heal whatever needs to be healed when you are able to sit in your emotions and be there for yourself and be compassionate to yourself in those low moments. And I see 1 year from now, you have mastered those emotions. You have healed your inner child. You have healed your heart. You have become okay with being vulnerable, and you've become emotionally intelligent 1 year from now, future you. I also see future you 1 year from now understanding the full spectrum of life, understanding the full spectrum of emotions, the darker and light emotions, because it teaches us something and it allows us to experience the beauty of life and feeling. So I feel like you will be mastering feelings and emotions 1 year from now, where you will totally understand the more negative emotions and the more negative aspects of feelings, but you will also really appreciate the beautiful feelings and you will feel it very strongly. So I see you being very in touch with your feelings 1 year from now, and you will really have grown, as we see plants growing here, but as we see rain here, you will have let go of a lot in your emotional field as well. And I see you kind of reaching enlightenment when it comes to your emotions and being able to heal others as a result of healing yourself. It's like you inspire others to also be with their feelings. You inspire others to also be vulnerable with their heart and what their heart is saying. I feel like you're also going to inspire others to become emotionally intelligent, is what I'm seeing. But I also see it's like you will start growing as a person, start blooming as a person, where as you heal your emotions and as you heal yourself, your unique gifts start to sprout and start to blossom and bloom as well, where you are more in touch with your intuition as a result of being in touch with your feelings. Because when we can feel things deeply, we can be in those higher realms of feeling energies. Okay? We can also feel other people's emotions on a deeper level. We can feel the energies when we walk into a home, what those home energies are. We can feel the vibe of places, of things, of, you know, that kind of energy. I see you being more in touch with your intuition in the sense of feeling the energies, of trusting your intuition and your emotions on a deeper level, trusting your body on a deeper level, because it's telling you something. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you meet with someone and you feel nauseous. It's like you're going to trust your body because the body is smarter than the human mind. That's kind of the energy I see. But also you'll be able to feel people's intentions and people's energies and people's hearts as well. You'll be able to feel their hearts, and if their heart has any pain, if their heart has any hatred they're holding on to, or anger, or if their heart is big and genuine, you will be able to feel that very strongly and really trust your intuition. I feel 1 year from now, you will be a person that is in tune with your emotions, therefore in tune with these spiritual realms, because they're connected. And as a result of this, you will be, I'm hearing bombarded, thrown into the deep end of an initiation into your gifts, where you will be expanding your gifts 1 year from now. So 1 year from now, you've mastered your emotions, now you're expanding your gifts. And you'll also, as a result of healing yourself, you're able to heal others now on a spiritual level, where you'll be able to heal other people's hearts by just being around them and being in that love. It's not like you have to do anything, but it's like you'll be able to heal people's hearts by just being around them. You'll be able to speak in vulnerability with people and give them wisdom and advice because you have mastered that emotions. You will be able to sit with people and listen to them and be vulnerable with them and have them cry and release and things like that, and heal them by just giving them love. That's a feeling I get here. Or by putting love into things, because here we see the magician. So if you start something creative, or if you start creating things that are in line with your heart space, it's like you can put healing energy into that, because the healer's journey is first healing themselves, and then we can begin to heal others. And the more we heal ourselves, the more we can heal others. So I see 1 year from now, you will be a person that is able to heal others, either through creative means, like let's say you paint a painting and it's healing to others, just sitting with your family, your friends, healing them, sitting with those you love and healing them by giving them love, creating something, like let's say you write a book and it's healing and it is teaching others to deal with their own emotions and to heal them. Or let's say you write a type of book where you intuitively get the information from spirit, and it's like not a book of, it's a fiction book, but it allows people to understand the lessons you've learned through that fiction book, if that makes sense. Or let's say you paint something and you put healing energy from your heart into it and people see it. And or here with the sound of the universe, perhaps some of you could be going into musical healing, or healing people through your voice or sound. Like let's say you start a podcast, or you start singing and releasing songs where you are healing people from your heart and putting your emotions into that. Or let's say you start a YouTube channel where you are channeling messages for people and, you know, healing people that way from your voice, because your voice is also very healing. Or let's say you start a YouTube channel where you use sound bowl healing, something about you using your voice to heal people. Or let's say you they're showing me being on stage and motivating people in that way by speaking. So some of you will be in that, whereas some of you will just be more in tune with the sound of the universe, with the sound of your body. Like it's like you will hear spirit, some of you, where you will be deeper into your intuition, where you can feel energies, but also deeper in your intuition where you can hear energies, if that makes sense. Or you can hear messages from spirit, or you can hear your body, or you can hear your emotions, and you can hear what is for you and it's not for you. Do you get what I mean? So something about that, where you're listening to the signs the universe sends you and kind of creating from that. So I see 1 year from now, like I said, you'll be initiated into your gifts. But I feel like you've also healed a lot and you're able to be vulnerable with people. And there's the sense of, now that you've healed a lot, you can create the person you want to become. You can kind of build onto that. You can kind of create the person you dream to be, is the feeling I get, where you have grown as a person 1 year from now and really bloomed and blossomed into the best version of yourself. The version of yourself that is the most gentle, that is the most loving, where your heart has really healed and expanded. But also, I feel like you will have built onto that, where you will grow and you will start to become the person you wish to be with the genie lamp here. You will start to see the jewels, the diamonds within your soul start to shine out with the 9 of Cups. As a result of you healing, you're able to see the beauty in yourself as well, the beauty in life as well. And that's who you will be 1 year from now, where I feel like you will already have started creating the person you want to be and becoming the person you wish to be, you dream to be, is something I'm seeing in your cards heavily, okay? I feel 1 year from now you will have already started with that, but it will be like you're still creating that version of you. You know what I mean? And building on top of the version of you, like I said, let's say your soul is a garden and you've already cut out all the weeds, you've already removed all the things that don't need to be there, cut the grass, removed the dead flowers, and now you are watering your soul, you're watering the garden within your soul, and now flowers are starting to bloom. This garden is becoming beautiful, and not only has these flowers grown and bloomed, but there's also fairies in this garden, there's also sunshine and rainbows in this garden. Like, that's the feeling I get. You've built onto the growth you've already done, and you've created onto the growth you've already done, and created like a garden within your soul. Do you get what I mean? So that's the feeling I get here. I also feel like you will be much more in tune with your heart and following your heart as a person 1 year from now, where you will really have your inner child with you, free from those things you used to experience, but now you're following your heart and you're having your inner child with you as, like, you know how I said there's fairies in the garden? Now we see dragonflies here. It's almost like the spiritual part of your inner child is with you on the journey 1 year from now and is guiding you, like, as you create the version of yourself you aspire to be or dream to be. It's like, okay, do I want to be a person that has pink hair or blue hair? And your inner child's like, blue, 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 let's blue, blue. Like, that's the feeling I get. Of course, maybe not dyeing your hair. Let's say you want to decorate your house or become the best version of yourself, and you're upgrading your wardrobe 1 year from now. You're upgrading how you want your home to look like 1 year from now, to this new version of you, or this new version you aspire to become 1 year from now. And it's like your inner child's like, yes, I like this, and it's like you're choosing together now that your inner child is freed from those emotions. So that is what I see. And I also see a lot of blessings come in for those that heal ancestral wounds, where you start to get the things that you dream for, where your dreams start to come true and blessings start to come in, and that affects who you are 1 year from now in the best way possible. And I just see a lot of freedom. I see a lot of, like, you having beautiful heart experiences 1 year from now, where you are fully in your heart and you have people around you that are also emotionally vulnerable and can also speak to your heart on a deep level, can connect to your heart on a deep level, where it's like these people get you. So similar to pile number 1, I see 1 year from now you will be meeting soul family and people that connect to your heart on a deep level, where it's like this telepathic feeling between your hearts, where these people just get you on a deep emotional level, and you can be vulnerable with them, you can be messy in front of them, you can be your most raw self in front of them, and there's no judgment, there's just love, and there's just pure intentions. And I feel like that perhaps affects how you will be in 1 year from now, because it will assist in your growth and make you more of a lovable person, where you're more in touch with your heart, and your heart is just shining out as a person 1 year from now. So that is what I see 1 year from now. You creating the best version of yourself and being healed, and kind of like going deeper in your gifts, meaning soul family, being more vulnerable with yourself and with others, and your heart shining out and having a lot of growth. So that is what I see of who you will be 1 year from now. Now I'm going to remove these cards and look at your life 1 year from now. So just give me a moment there. Okay, for your life 1 year from now, your cards, we have summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. We have idyllic times with the garden and paradise. We have portal with infinite mind and awakening consciousness. We have sensuality with feminine wisdom and passion. And lastly, we have abundance with fortune, wealth, and plenty. So for your cards, we have the Strength card. So interesting enough, I'm just noticing something within your cards. We have 2 4s here, right? And then we have 8, 8, 8, 8. So I think that's very interesting describing your life. We have the 4 of Swords, so 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8, 8. That's a sign for your life. Okay, we'll see as we go along. We have the Fool card. We have the Sun card. I love the Sun card. Beautiful. As we spoke about your inner child. We have the Empress. Okay, my pile number 2s. Now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly where your life will be 1 year from now. So if you can hear the gardeners in the background again, I apologize for that. But perhaps it's also a meaning for your reading. So starting off your reading, we have the Strength card, and we see her breastfeeding a baby. But with the inner child message we said earlier, I feel like that relates to your inner child. Like you have reparented your inner child, and your inner child is helping you make decisions on this new journey. Because I mean, we have the Portal card and the Fool card. So I see 1 year from now, you will be starting a new beginning with your inner child, where you will be kind of like creating the life you want to live, where you live in this more magical realm, where you live more in this kind of realm where I can create anything I want to create, and I'm powerful enough to do that. I can create the life I want to live. I can open new doors to new paradigms, to the type of life I want to live. And it seems 1 year from now, as a result of you having healed your inner child, you're going on this new journey where you are creating the life of your dreams, as we spoke about earlier. But it seems your life will be full of richness, full of abundance, with the 8 showing up 4 times. I see that as not just physical, material abundance, but an abundance of joy, an abundance of love, an abundance of strength, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of attracting your desires, an abundance of friendship, an abundance of love. Like, you get what I mean? So I just see a lot of abundant energies, your life being very abundant and rich and full of the things you want. And I just got a notification on my phone. It's like, I am creating my own world filled with love and acceptance. So perhaps that's a message for you, my pal number twos. But I see in this next kind of phase of your life, in 1 year from now, it's like you are starting a new beginning where you're creating the life you want to live, okay? Along with your inner child. And it feels like Spirit is showing me, you know, in those fairy tale movies where they open up the curtains and the sun is coming in and it's a brand new day full of hope and full of joy, and we can create anything in this brand new day. Now they're showing me Phineas and Ferb, and each day they create something new, a new invention of some kind. And I feel like that's going to be your life 1 year from now, where you are creating the life you want to live, where each day is a brand new possibility and a brand new day full of sunshine and rainbows and full of magical new beginnings each day. And that's how I see you kind of viewing life 1 year from now, where each day is a brand new day full of hope and full of beautiful newness is something I'm seeing. But I'm also seeing you being in a new beginning where doors are starting to open to your deepest desires to come true, to come to fruition, and you're kind of having a lot of luck on your journey. And I see 1 year from now your life is going to be filled with a lot of blessings from the universe as a result of you healing and gaining strength and finding your own sense of power and self-worth within yourself. But also you have started creating the life you want to live and creating your life to be almost like a paradise. And here we have the garden. Is that not funny? Because I said garden of your soul, and now we see the garden here. So it's like with the butterfly here, your life has transformed. The life you will be living 1 year from now has transformed completely into this kind of paradise type of energy. You've created your own garden of paradise within your life 1 year from now, where this life has sunny new beginnings, full of sunshine, rainbows, and happiness. Like with the sun card is what I see. And it's like you're living a life of paradise 1 year from now, because you've healed yourself, so you're able to feel the brighter, happier emotions, but also you're starting to see and change your perspective on life, where you see life as beautiful and you see the new possibilities you can create in your life. And there's this excitement here. There's this excitement of, like how I said before, do I want a blue couch or a pink couch? I said hair, but like now, you know, we're expanding not just from ourselves of the person we want to create, but of course maybe not blue or pink couch, but like what type of home do I want? What type of career do I want to build for myself? Now that I've created the version of myself that I want to be, I want to create newness in my life. What types of friends do I want in my life? What types of places do I want to go to, like in this new version of myself? What types of things do I do for fun in this new version of myself? So I see you kind of building and adding onto your life each and every day, where your life has grown into this beautiful garden of paradise, like I said before, and has completely transformed. And it's like your life was a caterpillar before, but 1 year from now, from when you're watching this, it has gone into its cocoon and it has transformed into a beautiful butterfly, and it keeps transforming each and every day into a brighter, more colorful butterfly is something I'm seeing. So that is what I see. I also see your life 1 year from now. You will have gained enough power within yourself where you really understand your power, where you're really following your instincts, where you're really following your heart to the type of life you want to create each and every day. And it's like once you do that, it's like you're loyal to yourself and the life you want to create. I'm also seeing a lot of loyalty within your circle since we have the wolf here. I see beautiful new friendships, you meeting soul family. I also see you kind of having a community of people around you that you can call your friends, that you can call your family. It's something I'm seeing. I'm also seeing you attract and be magnetic to the things you desire, to loyal relationships, to loyal friendships. That is what I'm seeing in your life, where it's kind of like a family vibe. To me, the wolf always reminds me of family, like energy, because the wolf takes care of its cubs and it's loyal as a pack. So I see you being in a pack of people where you're like family, like a community, and it's loyal and it's full of love, and it's like you're all powerful together and you're all creating the life you want to live together. Creating a paradise together is something I see here. I also just feel like you're gonna have the type of love, like I said before, like a telepathic feeling. It's gonna be a lot of people you've known from past lives that are gonna be in your circle 1 year from now, where they really add to your destiny and who you're going to become and the version of your life you want your life to be. So I see this being very fated and very divine, where you're in your sort of purpose and you're in your sort of like it feels like right place, right time kind of energy 1 year from now, your life. And the people you're going to have around you, like I said earlier, they're really going to understand you and get you on a telepathic heart level, where you don't have to over explain things to them. They really understand you and get you on a deep level. But I also see you being very magnetic to your desires 1 year from now, where you're just going after and chasing the things you want and bringing it into your reality. And it's like you're also attracting it to you effortlessly. But I also see 1 year from now you becoming even more beautiful, you becoming even more handsome or more desired after. It's like perhaps I think this was supposed to be in who you will be, but I mean, if we have the Empress showing up here, it's like you will be very desired in your life 1 year from now, not only just in love, but also like for the type of job you want, for the type of career you want to build. You will be desired and sought after. Do you get what I mean? Like different areas of your life, you will be desired. You will be desired by your manifestations that you want to bring in, is something I'm seeing as well, where you will effortlessly attract it and be magnetic to it. And your life will be full of abundance and richness. And it's like I see you expanding in your career, where you've really gained a lot of fortune and grown. I mean, even the Empress talks about abundance. It's like your money will grow 1 year from now in your life, where there's plenty of it. There's an abundance of it. You know what I mean? And your life will be more so like a soft kind of life. Like, oh, I want to go do my nails today and pay like $300 for a fancy set. I can do that. I don't have to worry about money. You know what I mean? So I see there that aspect. I see also like your life just being very happy. Perhaps also like I saw relationships also being a factor. If you are in a relationship, you having a lot of passion with your partner, a lot of fun with your partner, and you kind of exploring the world with the sparkle in your eye is something I'm seeing. I'm also seeing the energy that like your life is going to be a lot more relaxed 1 year from now, where you will have made money and you don't have to stress about working. And it's more so like you get to enjoy your life 1 year from now and really be relaxed and expand. And I see a lot of growth in your life 1 year from now, where you're really growing and building onto the life you want to live. I think that's all I have for your reading, my pile number twos. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the citrine crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who you will be 1 year from now, as well as your life 1 year from now. So I'm doing this reading a little bit differently, where I'm first going to look at your who you are 1 year from now, and then I'm going to remove your cards and then add new cards for your life 1 year from now. So this is going to be a very in-depth reading, so please be sure to also watch the second half of the reading where I look at your life 1 year from now. Please also be aware this is a general reading, to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. And also be aware, when we are looking at future energies, this is merely a guideline to see who you grow into as a person and where your life is. And know that the future is not set in stone, but if I'm seeing this 1 year from now, then that is a good thing. You know what I mean? So you picked the solar plexus chakra with Radiant Illumination. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards now. Okay, so for your cards, we have Starseed Elemental, we have High Heart Chakra with Ecstatic Bliss, we have the Portal Keeper. If you can hear the gardeners in the background, I apologize in advance. We have New Blueprints. For your tarot cards, we have the Eight of Materials, which is the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Empress. We have the Star. Ooh, I love that you have the Star as well as Radiant Illumination. Is that not a synchronicity? We have the Page of Materials, which is the Page of Pentacles. And lastly, we have the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords. Okay, my pile number threes, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly who you will be 1 year from now. But also please note, second half of your reading, I'm also going to look at your life. Okay, so please be sure not to miss that part. So I see 1 year from now, you will be a person that shines like a star. There's something about you really mastering a sense of self-love, a sense of you finding your own sense of self-worth. I see you becoming more confident in who you are, becoming more confident in your abilities 1 year from now, from when you're watching this, where you really radiate with everything you do or everything you are like a star. You're really shining like a star. You're really being recognized wherever you go, and it's like you're really shining in this next year. Okay, I see that 1 year from now, there's something about you really finding a deeper sense of self-love, finding your sense of worth, being unapologetically you, authentically. Okay, I see the energy like you just shining as a person, you shining out, you radiating in your soul is like who you are, you unapologetically being who you are, you learning deeper about yourself, but also mastering that sense of self-love is something I see here. I just see kind of like your heart shining out, you shining as a soul, as a person. That's the feeling I get here from you, my pile number ones, 1 year from now. I see 1 year from now, you will be looking at life from a colorful perspective. It's like you have really worked on yourself and mastered your sense of self-worth, where you look at yourself through a colorful, beautiful perspective and lens, and you see the parts of you that shine out, but you also see the world with such beauty 1 year from now, where you're really going to be seeing life from color and seeing life from a magical perspective is something I'm seeing who you will be 1 year from now. I also feel like as you see life from a colorful perspective, you create the life you want to live 1 year from now from a colorful perspective, which we will look at in the second half of your reading, but I'm kind of just seeing that. I'm just seeing the energies of you being very playful 1 year from now, you seeing life from a colorful perspective, but also being a colorful person with different parts of your personality starting to come out and shine. It's like you find different parts of your personality and really create different parts of your personality from now to 1 year from now, where those different parts of your multifaceted nature really expand and grow. Okay, so I see that very clearly. I also see you just being very playful 1 year from now, not really stressing too much about a lot, really living life from a sense of flow is something I'm seeing, and being a flowy, gentle person, but also being a person that really enjoys your life is something I'm seeing. I'm seeing the energy that you will be much more confident in yourself and your abilities, in the sense where you unapologetically show each aspect of yourself and radiate and shine as a soul. Okay? The feeling I get here is you are also going to be a person that is very gentle and soft, and it's not like you're stressing a lot in this next phase of your life. It's like you're just attracting everything you need. And it's like your life is a lot more relaxed, a lot more abundant, but also you yourself as a soul are starting to have the diamonds in your soul shine out, starting to find the diamonds and the richness within your soul and have it shine out. I also see you mastering some parts of the planets within your birth chart with the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. So perhaps, like, let's say you have a North Node in a specific sign. Your North Node is your destiny. Perhaps you master some sense of that aspect of yourself. Or let's say you have Mercury in a specific sign and you master your sense of communication in the next year, and you become an amazing communicator in the sign that you're in. You know what I mean? Or because we have the Queen of Swords, so something about communication. You being an amazing or excellent communicator in the next year, like 1 year from now. Let's say we have Saturn in the birth chart. You've mastered the lessons that you needed to learn. Now you see life from a colorful perspective, and you get to create life from this colorful perspective and not need to really learn lessons anymore, where you've mastered also responsibility, where now you get to relax and enjoy the things you've created, the person you've become and created. Okay, I also see like Venus, perhaps you master love in some type of way, where you really understand love on a deep level as a human being on earth. You really understand self-love on a deeper level. You maybe become more beautiful with the Venus sign, or more attractive as a person, but not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally. Your soul becomes more attractive and radiates out. Because you love yourself more, your energy just becomes more attractive as well and shines out more. I see your energy being very fruitful 1 year from now, where you really have grown as a person into the best version of yourself, into the version of yourself that shines, and the version of yourself you want to create is something I'm seeing. They're also showing me Jupiter luck, that last one, and your sun sign as well. I'm also hearing Juno. I think Juno has to do with, Juno is not a planet, it's something else, but it has to do with soulmate energy. So perhaps you meet your soulmate and become a version of yourself that is more loving, or maybe you become your own soulmate. I don't know, something like that. That's what I feel here. I also feel like you will feel a lot more richness in who you are. Not in a sense of physical material abundance, but maybe it could be, because we also have the Page of Pentacles. So you could master the physical elements on a level where you become more abundant as a person physically, but I also see it like you become more abundant in your own nature, like more abundant in being a joyful person. You become more abundant in being a loving person. You become more abundant in believing in yourself. You become more abundant in shining as a person. You become more abundant in your growth. You becoming more abundant in who you are as a person, and expanding and growing as a person into the best version of yourself, the most happiest version of yourself, the most loving version of yourself with the high heart chakra. I also see the energies that you will be more confident in yourself, in the sense where you speak up for yourself more with the Queen of Swords, where you really believe in yourself and own your sense of power and self-worth, where you don't let anyone tell you who you need to be. You're kind of blooming as a person with the New Blueprints card, transforming as a person with the Butterfly, becoming the best version of yourself, becoming more of your authentic self, and not letting anyone tell you who you are, but becoming that version, and not letting anyone dictate how you should feel about yourself based on their opinions or anything like that, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. But I also see it's like you are speaking from a place of love, but also from a place of self-worth, where if someone tries to tear you down, you shine regardless, and you don't allow them to shake who you are in your own essence, because you know who you are. I'm seeing that you will be more confident in speaking up for yourself when people kind of cross a boundary, or when you need to set a boundary. It's like you become more confident and powerful in who you are. In your career, you become more outspoken, and people really will admire you for your amount of hard work you do on yourself as a person, who you grow into and become as a person, but also you honoring your authentic and unique parts of yourself. Also you becoming more outspoken in the sense of what you deserve as a person 1 year from now, in your career as well, and all aspects of life. I'm also seeing it's like you are able to speak from a place of love, but also set a boundary at the same time, if that makes sense. Be kind, but stick up for yourself at the same time. It's something you will have mastered 1 year from now, but you're really going to be blooming and blossoming into the best version of yourself 1 year from now, where you're confident even when you speak. It's like the way you carry yourself when you speak 1 year from now, it just gives me pure confidence, pure self-worth. This is who I am. This is me. If you don't accept me, that's okay. I accept me. If you don't love me, that's okay. I love me. Like that kind of self-worth of knowing who you are and owning your power and owning all parts of yourself, unique personalities. You know what I mean? I see you authentically being you and shining out as a person 1 year from now. I also see 1 year from now, you're going to be a very loving person with the high heart chakra. It's like you're going to feel love from a very spiritual perspective for others. And you're going to be the type of person that loves from a deep perspective, from a spiritual perspective, from You know, the high heart chakra is bigger than just the heart chakra. It's like you're going to be overflowing with love as a person, but also pouring into yourself in the sense of self-love. And that is magical, my palm number threes. Magical, magical, magical. You are magical as a person 1 year from now, in the sense that your love is huge and brilliant and magical. It's like your heart heals people 1 year from now. I see 1 year from now, it's like you're feeling secure in yourself. You know who you are. You love yourself. You feel secure within your physical environment as a person, but also feel secure and safe within your body is something I'm seeing. And it's like you're listening to your body more, becoming more healthy as a person is something I'm seeing. And as a result of you becoming more healthy as a person in your mental, physical, and emotional well-being, you start shining and radiating more and glowing more as a person, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You start shining, okay? And I also see you feeling a lot more safe within your environment, a lot more safe within your own body, owning your sense of power 1 year from now. That's who you're going to be. I'm seeing pets for some of you. You're gonna have pets 1 year from now, or something along those lines. Maybe you're just around nature a lot, where you get to see animals more as a person. Okay, I see 1 year from now, you're just owning who you are. You're shining as a person. You're getting recognized for your talents and gifts as well. Something I'm seeing, where you also master your skills in your career and really become the version of yourself you aspire to be, and be like, okay, 1 year from now, I want to have my life like this and this and this. Who do I want to become? Who am I going to become to attract that life? And I see from now till then, you're being in that mindset of like, who am I going to create myself to be to attract that version of reality I want to be in? Do you get what I mean? So I see that very clearly, and you just being recognized and admired for your talents in your career and your skill in your career is something I'm seeing very strongly. So I see you being very ambitious and career driven and growing a lot in your career as well, and shining a lot in your career, but also shining in your own hobbies. Maybe you take on new hobbies or new things, new talents. You find new talents start to shine out 1 year from now. Maybe you're not even aware of these things yet, but I see that. I also see you becoming more in touch with your intuition 1 year from now, being a person that is initiated into your gifts and into your intuition. As a result of you finding those diamonds within your soul, you start to find the gifts and talents that are also diamonds within your soul, and you'll be becoming more intuitive 1 year from now, being initiated into your gifts. But I also see 1 year from now, the person you're going to be is following your intuition and following your heart and creating the person you intuitively sense you need to be. Do you get what I mean? So I see that. I just see a lot of love around you. You being ecstatically blissful with the love around you. And it's like, perhaps the love around you also contributes to the person you grow into 1 year from now, where you're just seeing life from a colorful, happy perspective. Your heart is shining out. You've grown as a person 1 year from now. You've become more confident, radiating in who you are, unapologetically being you 1 year from now, really shining out as a person. So that is what I see of who you're going to become 1 year from now. I'm now going to remove these cards and look at your life 1 year from now. So just give me a moment to do that. I opened my phone and I saw 2222. You're going to be in your destiny 1 year from now. We'll see what shows up for your life. Okay, so for your cards for your life 1 year from now, we have River of Blessings with Releasing Constraints, We have Soul Radiance with Phoenix Rising. We have Bright Heart Light with Open Connections. We have Circle of Eternal Joy with Timelessness and Dance of Life. We have Grateful Optimism with Joyous View of the Future. As I pull this card, I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. So there is emphasis on this card here. We have the Eight of Swords. I kind of just want to see something. Oh my gosh, it's 11:11 right now. I just want to see something if this is the Eight of Swords. I'm just checking properly. Yeah, this is the Eight of Swords. I kind of just got confused now. Sorry about that, but I was meant to look at my phone because it's 11:11 on the clock. Is that not cool? But I love this depiction of the Eight of Swords because we see the things being pulled out and the river of blessing with releasing constraints. Interesting. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, I love this for you, my pile number threes. We have the Star again. Oh my gosh, this is a synchronicity. Two different decks, the Star showing up twice. Okay. Okay, so I see 1 year from now, whatever has hurt your heart, whatever has caused pain in your heart is kind of being released 1 year from now, by you healing yourself in your life, but also just things that broke your heart that had to do with your life are being healed 1 year from now, where it's kind of being pulled away from you. I feel a lot of angelic energies around your life 1 year from now. So it's like the angels that you have are helping you heavily in this next phase of your life 1 year from now. But it's like the angels are changing and healing things in your life that aren't meant to be there in your life 1 year from now. Things that hurt your heart, things that pained you. It's like you're finding the key to unlocking better doors to your life, but you're also finding keys to wisdom to release those things that you no longer want from your life, releasing constraints, to get a lot of blessings come in and flow in like a river. Okay, like a river of blessings. Okay, so that's what I see. But also, like, if they're not removing the things from your life, your angels may be sending you wisdom on how to unlock doors to higher paths in your life that are going to be much more aligned to who you want to be and the life you want to create. It's something I'm seeing very clearly. I'm also seeing here in this Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords normally talks about a stuckness, right? But this specific Eight of Swords, the stuckness is being pulled out, and it kind of looks like incense burning. So perhaps burning incense can also help release stuckness from now till 1 year from now. Like burning incense in your home or clearing out your energy, clearing your home from fears, from anxieties, from things that keep you stuck. You know, when you clean your home as well, imagine the energies being cleared out, and you're going to see a lot of the stuckness you're experiencing being removed from your life. A lot of the challenges you're experiencing in your life being removed from your life. Whatever keeps you stuck in fear and anxiety, in heartbreak, in unsatisfaction with your life is being removed from your life and healed 1 year from now in your life, okay? And you're going to receive a river of blessings flow in fast and hard like a river. And you're just going to see them flow in, and you're not going to realize it's happening until it happens. It may put you a little bit off balance while this is happening, but I feel like it's going to be good for you, because the decisions you make after that are going to be much more aligned to the life you want to create, and are going to be much more aligned to the experiences you want to have 1 year from now in your life, where the choices and decisions you make are going to be keys to doors of prosperity and blessings in your life and abundance in your life. And I don't just mean abundance in physical, material abundance. Of course, we do see that here, which I'll explain in a moment. But I also mean like your soul will feel abundant. Your life will feel abundant of joy. Your life will feel like an abundance of love. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm seeing. But you're going to see a lot of blessings come in, like a river of blessings, your life 1 year from now. So it's like the angels are really helping you find the power to deal with those difficulties in your life until this happens. But they're also going to be giving you wisdom and guidance on how to take the key into your own hands and also co-create with your angels and create the life you want to live along with your angels helping you, okay? I'm seeing that very clearly, and it's like you are painting the reality you want to live, something I'm seeing. So I see a lot of change happening for you over the course of the 1 year, in terms of a lot of things being released from your life that aren't meant to be there, that keep you stuck, right? Being healed and removed, or you finding the wisdom to deal with those things and to find solutions to challenges that keep you stuck. I also see you becoming more powerful in who you are, owning who you are, but also your life becoming more powerful. It's like the things in your life that used to break you or used to really feel challenging to you no longer feel that way. And it's like some of it is the challenges being removed, but some of it is also you getting stronger and you getting more wise. And it's like when challenges do happen or things don't go quite your way, it's like you will react in a different way to it. You will react in a more powerful way where you're like, I'm hearing challenges are my, I'm going to swear, challenges are my bitch. I'm hearing that, like, the challenges are my bitch. I'm going to make it my bitch and I'm going to own it. Like, I don't like to swear in my readings, but this is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? So I just see you becoming more powerful in the way you react to things or deal with things 1 year from now in your life, where also the things you have in your life become more powerful. So let's say you want to create something in your career. It becomes even more powerful. The blessings are even more powerful 1 year from now. Or the talents you work on or expand on become more powerful. The love you create 1 year from now in your life becomes more powerful. Something about more powerful energies, or you being more powerful in your career. Something I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like 1 year from now, your focus is going to be very much on your career. I'm seeing a lot of career things come to fruition, a lot of career blessings and financial blessings come to fruition 1 year from now, where you get a lot of gifts and blessings from the universe, as we see here. And a lot of the things that kept you stuck are removed, and you're receiving a whole bunch of gifts from the universe and blessings from the universe within your career and your financial abundance, but also in other aspects of your life. So I see this as like you unboxing the presents the universe gives to you, like the universe blessing you abundantly, like you're a princess or a prince to the universe, that kind of energy. So be open to receiving over the course of the next year in terms of your blessings. But I also just see you perhaps upgrading your life 1 year from now. Like I'm hearing the song Let Me Upgrade You by Beyonce. It's like perhaps your fashion style or your clothing upgrade, and you can buy more luxurious, long-lasting clothes. And it's not like the sense of in an egotistical way. It's more so the universe has blessed you with abundance, so you're buying things that suit this new version of your life, if that makes sense. And it's like you are buying more clothes that are gonna be more long lasting, that are gonna last for many, many years, and the clothes are more good quality. Perhaps you are buying a bigger home or expanding in your home, renovating your home, making your home bigger, more clothes, more space for clothes. I'm seeing a walk-in closet. I'm seeing some of you expand your homes where you now get a pool or a big garden, or it's like you're expanding in your financial state where your life is more blessed abundantly in your finances. I'm also seeing like perhaps some of you get a new car next year, 1 year from now, or you upgrade your phones, something along those lines, something about your financial state upgrading and you getting upgrades in those aspects of your life. I also see the idea of celebrations here in your career, you being recognized and celebrated for your hard work, and all your hard work comes to full fruition into things you can taste, touch, smell, physically there. Physical rewards of your hard work in your career is something I'm seeing. I'm just seeing you being celebrated, rewarded for what you've done in your career, you being recognized for what you've done, you shining in your career is something I'm seeing in your life, and you nurturing your dreams and them coming to full fruition into beautiful gifts, beautiful things you can harvest from the hard work you've done. So that is what I'm seeing in your career. In terms of love, I see a beautiful love coming to fruition here. If you're single currently, then perhaps you're going to meet this person over the course of the year. And 1 year from now, you have opened up your heart to this person, fully opened up your heart, and you've let go of the things in your life that no longer serve you, or relationships in your life that no longer serve you, and your relationships are more powerful, more loving, where you really open up your hearts and vulnerability to each other, and you're really joyful and happy together. And I see this being a long-term commitment. So if you aren't single and you are currently in a relationship, perhaps you're going to be opening your heart even deeper to this person, creating an even more stable long-term connection, becoming even more powerful together as one. I see you two being as one together. And I also see the idea of family, home here. So you know how I spoke about upgrading your life and your material abundance? Maybe you move homes with this person, you move in with this person, you start wanting to create a family together, as we see the idea of family. You start wanting to get pets together, because I saw pets in the first half of your reading. You want to get married and be together long term. I just see the love blossoming and growing and being a beautiful connection full of hearty energies, full of love, full of openness, full of happiness and joy. And it's like you two are nurturing to each other and growing your love for each other deeper and deeper each day. And your connection is powerful and protected by the divine. 1 year from now. I also see 1 year from now, you're going to feel much more calm and regulated within your life. You're not going to be stressing as much. You're going to have a lot of blessings come to fruition 1 year from now. I may not even be mentioning all the blessings you will be getting, because we see so many different gifts from the universe here. I see you really shining in who you are, your life shining, your life becoming more of a rounded picture. So Spirit is showing me a puzzle, and perhaps right now you have a few pieces of the puzzle from this reading, but it's like the puzzle's still going to come to fruition. The puzzle's going to get more colorful. The puzzle's going to get brighter. The puzzle is going to get happier. The puzzle is going to be much more fun, and that's your life, if that makes sense. So I just see you having a lot of hope, a lot of dreams come true, a lot of miracles take place in your life 1 year from now, where you are less stressed, you're just happy, you're just celebrating life and the things that have come to fruition in your life. You're just feeling eternally joyful and blessed by the universe. I see you feeling very much in love with the life you've created and the life that has come to fruition for you with your angels' help. And I just see you shining as a person 1 year from now, where you feel even more hope for the future after this year takes place. It's like you, how do I put this in words? It's like you feel even more hope and connection to the divine as a result of all the blessings you've already received 1 year from now, where after this 1 year from now, it's like you're feeling even more hopeful and even more connected to the divine and even more optimistic and grateful for the future and for what you already have 1 year from now. I also see an energy of community, family, like friendships feeling like family, you opening your heart to deeper connections, you opening your heart to blessings and joy from the universe. Your life is like a dance of life where it feels happy, it feels like you're dancing in life. It feels happy and it feels well-rounded and it feels colorful, your life 1 year from now, and it feels powerful and magnificent and magical and full of celebrations. And that is what I feel in your reading, my pile number 3s, of what your life will be like 1 year from now. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!